My name is Chris Brister, and I'm the lead pastor at Union Church here in Auburn. So a kind of normal rhythm for Union Church is we have what we call three discipleship environments. So we have the Sunday gathering where we preach and sing together and take communion together. We do that on Sunday evenings. The second environment is a weekly prayer meeting, and so we get to everybody in a room together on Sunday mornings and really pray for the city and for our lost friends and family. So that's kind of a second rhythm. And then the third environment for us is what we call our small groups. We call them house churches. And so they're kind of scattered throughout Auburn and Opelika, and they're a mixture of college students and young families and empty nesters. And it's just these small groups that meet in homes throughout the week. And so the way Union Church operates is that basically your discipleship is through participation in these three different environments: the house church, the worship gathering, and the prayer meeting. And so we think that on a long enough scale, if we can get people into those three environments, that they will be presented mature in Christ at the end of their time in Auburn. So we named the church Union Church because we kind of have this mission of, if you understand your union with Christ, and if that is really fleshed out, then that will lead to union with others. And so in kind of old school Bible Belt southern place like Auburn, there's still lots of segregation and division, kind of along a lot of racial and socioeconomic lines. And so we want to be a church that kind of addresses some of those things. But then also just there's kind of some rampant individualism, like everyone's just so hyper individualistic that community, deep, true biblical community, isn't really healthy. And so if we continually preach this gospel of union with Christ, then that will unite people regardless of their background and or their political persuasion or whatever. And so that's kind of been our point of emphasis. Is that there is this theology that you are connected to Christ, and then that connects people together. So one thing freshmen need to know, whether you end up being a part of Union Church during your time in Auburn or not, you need to, I can't stress enough how important finding a local church is. I've been doing church planning and college ministry for a long time, and almost without doubt, the only people that last are the ones that are a part of the church body. So I don't mean to be dramatic, but like, don't be casual about what Jesus takes very seriously, and that's the bride, and that's the local church, whether that's Union Church or another church in town. Like, you gotta get plugged in, or you'll get left behind spiritually, and that's a huge deal. So don't be casual about what Jesus takes really seriously. Big Auburn football fan. Love basketball, but I played football in college, and I tried to. My wife went to Auburn. That's kind of how I married into the Auburn family, is because my wife went to school here. And so I was trying to hit on her when we were dating and tried to score points. They're like, hey, I played Big 12 football, I played Texas Tech, no big deal. And she's like, whatever, I went to Auburn. So I've been trying to be impressed by Auburn football ever since, mostly to get my wife to like me. And it's worked quasi well.
Okay.
That he may be glorified.